In this video, we're going to be looking at how to handle negative exponents. So the first rule that we want to look at is that if we have a negative p power in the numerator, if we place a in the denominator, that power becomes positive. And similarly, if we have a to a negative power in our denominator, in this case a to the minus m, it becomes positive when it goes to the numerator. Okay, so let's look at our first example. We have x to the minus 8. So that becomes positive if we move that power and variable down to the denominator. And x to the minus 10 becomes positive if we bring that up to the numerator. And now we could use quotient rule. So 8 from 10 leaves 2, so our final answer is x squared. Okay, let's look at another example. This one is a little bit more complicated. So we have a to the minus 4, b to the minus 5, and c squared. So just looking at the numerator first. So that has a negative exponent. It goes to the denominator. B has negative 5 exponent, so that will go to the denominator. It becomes positive. Now c squared is already positive, so it's going to stay right there in the numerator position. Now a squared is already positive, so that'll stay in the denominator. B to the minus 6, that will go up. So we have b6. And c to the minus 4 in the denominator become positive in the numerator, so c4. So now we can simplify by just combining the a's together. So a squared times a4, that's a6. b6, b5, so 5 from 6 leaves 1. The bigger power is in the numerator. And both c's are in the numerator, so that becomes, we add the exponents, 4 and 2, so we get c6. And that's our answer. Okay, this example down here now. So we're going to look at the first rational. So a to the minus 6 in the numerator will go down into the denominator. B to the minus 2 will go down into the denominator. So now let's look at the denominator of the first rational. So we have a to the minus 4, so that goes up to the top. And b5 stays down at the bottom. Okay, so that's the first rational expression. The second rational expression, a to the minus 7, that would go down to become positive a to the 7th. Here, a4 stays. B to the minus 5, that b will come up, so it'll be b to the 5. And b4 will stay. So now we can look at all the a's. So a4, a6, using quotient rule, that'd be a squared in the denominator, and then we have an a7 over there. So in the denominator as well. So so that would give us a to the 9th, okay? The other way we could have done it was a6 times a7, that would be a to the 13th power in the denominator, and then 4 from 13 would give us 9, so a to the 9th power, a to the 9th power. Okay, and then that takes care of all the a's. Now we have b's. We have b5, b4, so that'd be b9 in the top. And in the denominator, we have b2, b5, so that'd be b7 in the denominator. So we subtract 7 from 9, that would leave 2, so b squared. So yeah, so our final answer is b squared over b9. Okay, and then finally, let's look at one with using the power rule. So we have a negative, outside of the parentheses, we have a negative exponent there. So what we can do here is distribute to each power that negative. So this is applying the power rule, also to the denominators as well. So even though I'm not showing it, it also applies to the denominators as well. So here we get minus 4 times 2, that'd be A8. There's an invisible 1 here, so that becomes B to the minus 4. And then C to the minus 4, so minus 4 times minus 4 would be positive 16. And we want to do the same for the denominator. So minus 4 times minus 5 is plus 20. Minus 4 times minus 2 would be plus 8. And minus 4 times 2 would be 8, minus 8, so C minus 8. So first I'll just want to make all these exponents positive. So A8, that's already positive. B to the minus 4, that can go down. And C16 can stay up the top. Then in looking at the denominator position, A20 can stay there. B8 can stay. But C to the minus 8 goes up and becomes C plus 8. So now just looking at the A's, the bigger powers in the denominator, so we could just subtract 8 from 20 and get 12. So 8 to the 12. Here, both B's are in the denominator, so we could just multiply them together. We add the 4 and 8 together to get B12. And both C's are in the numerator, so we can add 8 and 16, so that should be C24. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.